So let us just start the lecture. So this is a university question which has been asked 3 times. And the question is, write the program to find the greatest of 3 numbers using ternary operator. Which give 3 inputs to C programming language, which is 10, 20 and 30. The C language should be telling you that 30 is the greatest of 3 numbers. That's it. And the only problem with this question is you are supposed to use only ternary operators. Many students in the examination, they have used if and else statement. That is correct. Even the answer and the output that you get is correct, but you will be awarded 0 marks because they are asking only ternary operator and not if and else statement. Okay, so let us just start. See, I have made 2 cases over here for simple explanation only. 2 cases. In first case, 3 numbers are written n1, n2 and n3. These 3 numbers 10, 20 and 30, they have been arranged in certain manner. So in first case, n1 is greater than n2. You see over here, n1 is greater than n2, 10, 30 is greater than 10. And in case 1 part 2, again n1 is greater than n2, which is 20 and 10. In second case, n1 is not greater than n2, 10 is not greater than 30, and also n1 is not greater than n2. In second sub case, 10 is not greater than 20. Why I am saying not greater than n2? Let us see now. Okay, so I am writing case 1 and I am writing over here first statement, n1 is greater than n2, also n1 is greater than n3. I am writing n1 is greater than n2, also n1 is greater than n3. So in such case, what will happen? n1 is the greatest number because n1 is greater than both of them. Okay, so n1 is the greatest number. I am writing n1 is the greatest number. Again in this case, n1 greater than n2, which is this second part, I am writing n1 is greater than n2, 20 is greater than 10. But what has happened over here? You see, n1 is not greater than n3. n1 is not greater than n3. So here n1 is not greater than n3. So what has happened over here is n3 is the greatest number. So this was your case 1 when n1 is greater than n2. When n1 will be greatest number, when n3 will be greatest number, that you see. Okay. Now coming to case number 2. Case number 2, first subpart. n1 is not greater than n2. So I am writing n1 is not greater than n2. Okay. Now in first statement, n1 is not greater than n2. Okay, which means n2 is a greater number between both of them, and n2 is greater than n3. I am writing also n2 is greater than n3. In such case, what will happen? n2 will be the greatest number. It is so simple. Okay. Okay. In second subpart, again n1 is greater than n2. n1 is greater than, sorry, n1 is not greater than n2, and n2 is not greater than n3. n2 is also not greater than n3. Then n3 will be the biggest number. n2 is not greater than n3. In such case, what will happen? n3 is the greatest number. Okay. So from these two pseudo codes or plan, we can generate a ternary operator which can give us the greatest number. So how to generate it? You see, what is a ternary operator? Suppose I have declared 3 integer n1, n2 and n3 and one more integer which is greatest, which will store greatest of 3 numbers. Okay, so these 3 I have declared as int value. So my greatest number, you see, greatest number in ternary operator will be how? So ternary operator works like this. There is one conditional statement. If this conditional statement is true, if this is true, this statement will be operated, else this statement will be operated. Again I am saying, if this conditional statement is true, this particular statement will be operated. If it is not true, then this statement will be operated. Okay. So let us just fill the first conditional statement over here. So my conditional statement is n1 is greater than n2. So I am writing over here n1 is greater than n2. What will happen if this conditional statement is true? If this conditional statement is true, it will go over here. Okay, this particular part will be running. So n1 is greater than n2 if this is true, and also n1 is greater than n3 if this is true, and if this is also true, n1 is greater than n3, then what should happen? N1 is the greatest. N1 is the greatest. So I am writing, see, if n1 is greater than n3, here also one nested ternary operator is there. Nested ternary operator is there. So if n1 is greater than n3, n1 is the greatest number. So I am writing n1 over here. But if this statement, this particular statement is false, then what should be operated? Whatever is written after colon should be operated, which is n3 is the greatest. Now I am reading this statement, see, it combines this complete part. See, if n1 is greater than n2, if n1 is greater than n2, okay, then either of these two statements will be there. So if n1 is greater than n2, it is going over here. So my first thing is, if n1 is greater than n3, n1 should be executed. So if n1 is greater than n3, n1 should be executed, else n3 should be executed. Okay, it is very simple. Else means n1 is not greater than n3. Okay, now coming to case number 2. Case number 2. What is case number 2? Case number 2 is opposite of case number 1. If n1 is not greater than n2, so here it was n1 is greater than n2. If this statement is not true, which is n1 is not greater than n2, it will be executing this statement. So if n1 is not greater than n2, then we will check n2 is greater than n3. n2, sorry, it should be small, n2 is greater than n3. If this is true, n2 is the greatest number. If this is true, it will execute n2 is the greatest number. If this is not true, this part, if it is not true, then it will execute n3 is the greatest number. So this is your ternary operator, and for this complete statement you will be getting complete 4 to 5 marks. If anything goes wrong over here, you will straight away get 0 marks. And this is how they write 0 in the examination. Huh? I don't know if you know, they will write 0 like this, 0 marks, so that no one can write 1 or 2 or something. So this is how someone will write 0. Okay, so let us see the program. I'm just rubbing all the parts, and let us see the program now. Let us see the program. So this is the program. See, so this particular program will require only hash include stdioh. This is not required, then also you can have a practice of writing all the three. Okay, so in main we have declared 4 integer value n1, n2 and n3, and the greatest value. You need to print the statement enter the values of 3 numbers. So n1, n2 and n3 need to be taken from the user. So since 3 number are taken from the user, I have written %d 3 times, you can see, and ampersand n1, ampersand n2 and ampersand n3. After taking all the 3 numbers, you need to write this ternary operator. This ternary operator, this is nested ternary operator. Okay, I will not explain it again. You can rewind the video and you can see. Then printf command, the greatest of the number is %d, and then the greatest will be printed. Let us just run this program in a faster manner, and we'll just close for this lecture. See, so this is the complete statement, and let me compile it and let me just run. So it is asking enter the value of 3 number. I am writing 67, 0 and 89. So the greatest of number is 89. Okay, this is one of the most and toughest question in C language. It seems very easy, but you need to understand.